Welcome back to the show this very morning. Yes, it's good time to keep the conversation going. 10 minutes gone past 8 a.m. Nigerian time this very morning.
This is Morning Crossfire. Crossfire on 95.1 Nigeria Info.
If you're just joining in, well, I celebrate you. All the same, I still do celebrate you. I'm glad you joined in. Well, it's a good time for those streaming live. Go on right now. Go to YouTube. I'm telling you, it's on YouTube at Nigeria Info Abuja. That's where you find the channel streaming this very morning. Let's take on a major conversation and some right of it, in some sense of it. What do you make of it? It would make a lot of sense for me at the end of the day when I think about it. And yes, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Do that right now. Please, I ask of you, subscribe to the YouTube channel at Nigeria Info Abuja. That's what you're searching for. You could preferably also use Nigeria Info FM Abuja. And I'm streaming right now as I go into the major conversation for today, this very morning. Now, isn't it interesting that as we've started to stream, we're seeing lots of messages and messages from the community there. Amazing messages, people with real names. You've always wondered who's been writing in. Well, there you find the messages on YouTube and on Facebook. So subscribe and click on the notification button so you get to know when we're streaming live. Now, a lot of people have been asking this question. Do you think the president was right to have mentioned in Kano, for example, to have gone on to mention in Kano, the idea around foreign invaders are the ones making life uneasy for Nigerians? It's not the first time he has held on to that narrative. He talked about it some time ago when he talked about Gaddafi, the fall of Gaddafi in Morocco, and now that has kind of led to a tsunami, some sort of tsunami into the part of Africa, the western part of Africa, with some of those people leaving their various territories where they terrorized and moving into the space. And you heard him as well talk about the oil opportunity in the Lake Chad Basin, and that has been held back due to terrorists operating there and there. Now, it also provides another interesting point of view. Somebody asked the question around President Muhammadu Buhari's viewpoint on this and the need to end terrorism. Like he said, it would end in December. Do you think there's more urgency than before, especially now? His reason for mentioning the issue of foreign invaders is also closely associated with the fact that oil has been discovered in a good part of the northern part of the country. In other words, our national asset, as which will come from oil, is more than ever before. And it's under President Muhammadu Buhari, you will discover that oil has been talked about over and over again. Now that we have more oil in the north, we can see a more widespread situation where things are going differently. Securing the north and securing the oil in the northern part of the country and the future of the country looks like it's very connected. Use the word interwoven, if you may say. And it leaves you with so much to imagine about those foreign invaders. Is it true that foreign invaders are the biggest challenge we have right now in our security situation? Some say, well, it's the refusal to give the right command, or it's the refusal to listen to the command that will make a difference at the end of the day that has brought on the challenge. What has held on? Why is there so much issues around closing down on insecurity as identified by governors, as identified by military men as well, and obviously identified by the president, describing the situation over and over again, but action seems to be going on, but not successfully taking over as expected day by day. You wonder about that. Now, before I do get your viewpoints in on this, I also would like to share with you something of interest. I was following through what former President Obasanjo also did say about forged certificates and perjury and the likes of that. It talks about in 1999, Salisu Buhari certificate for forgery, and then he talks about Tinubu and the likes of that. But, well, let me share with you what he said about that very quickly. Former President Obasanjo, what he said about cover-ups and the likes of that. And of course, I'll also get into what BK said about betrayer begets betrayer, anti-party begets anti-party. I wonder what that means. But let's start off with what former President Olusegun Obasanjo did say. Take a listen to this yourself.
This is Morning Crossfire. we had the youngest man as speaker, Buhari. What happened to him? And with all due respect, you said, well, I can know who is your Oga. What Buhari did is not any worse than what Bola Tinubu did. You agree? What did we do at the federal level? We got rid of Buhari. We got him impeached. With all due respect, the people in this part of the world cover up the other man. And yet, we will be the first to shout at the rooftop our moral stand. Where is it? Where is it? The man claimed he went to government college. The governor here then went to government college and packed all the records so that they will not know that he did not go to work at government college. And yet, we go out and moralize.
This is Morning Crossfire.
Well, the drama around certificate forgery lingers on, if I would say. It just lingers on. And then, as well, of interest would have to be the viewpoint of Nyesom Wike in this critical time. Remember, I also played for you the Sharia Court, the Supreme Council of Sharia, Nu Baba Ahmed, the Secretary General, speaking about simple day. Governors, presidents, you name it, everybody should just gather here and be voted for on the same day. He had a viewpoint. But let's touch on what Nyesom Wike, the governor of Rivers State, he had his viewpoint on the politics of his political party, that's the PDP, and how things, in some sort, would degenerate in days to come when he starts to talk and when he starts to share his viewpoints on many issues as well. Here's what Nyesom Wike of Rivers State had to say when it did come down to issues of PDP. And some people are saying, what are you up to? It's few days to elections now. Do you really still think your joker or your card can make a difference? Well, he's still insisting that it's a big weight when it comes to determine the success rate or the success level, success chances of his presidential candidate of the PDP or the candidate of the PDP, as the case may be. Take a listen to this.
This is Morning Crossfire.
Those of them, it don't come. Toby Sakombo, it don't come. It don't come. Now let me tell you people, those of them in Abuja who are talking about anti-party, we don't catch them now. Now then they do the anti-party. I don't catch them now. And I told them, anti-party begins anti-party. Anti-party begins what? Anti-party. You know, say, we carry this small party here. When they do what where the law talk, we carry them go court. APC, SDP, we carry them go court. And I saw what they do now. The people waiting for Abuja said they be national. They can't go collude with them. Go write our lawyer letter. Make our lawyer remove hand. In order to kill the case is 105. I don't tell our lawyer, make them remove hand. The case go die. It's no problem. When I heard you talk, yes, sir. Me too, I will hit them back by tomorrow. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I will hit them back by tomorrow. Nobody will touch us when they go get wound for anybody. No way. Anybody when talk saying go touch us for River State, I will give them plenty wound for body. Yes, sir. And we have started it. Yes, sir. We are voting for our people here. Not so. Yes, sir. You cannot. Now you have told us you are doing anti-party. We'll show you what anti-party is. Yes, sir. We have not cut them around the hand. Now let's start anti-party. Now let's start. We will know the anti-party. Anyway, it has been in their blood. It has been in their blood. Now they don't show their hand. What can I watch for tomorrow? What will happen to them? What can I not cry? They know they are people, yeah? Yes, so. But you not cry when I'm robbers and catch them. Do you understand me? Yes.
This is Morning Crossfire.
Was there too much to be said by a sitting governor? Going and declaring the issues around his political enemies. Remember, he's not running for any elected office as we have it now. But then you wonder, people who go on to threaten, openly threaten and publicly threaten, like what would insinuate? He has not mentioned anybody's name. He has not talked about anything else, but he has also indicated that he's interested in a measure of violence because he is saying that people who have positioned themselves to violently go after other people. Should one be concerned? You can even hear the alto in my voice coming out. Should one really be concerned about the 2023 elections and the characters that think it's elections as usual, and the propensity that they may be preaching, insinuating, building up, and saying, well, we have the tendency for violence. If you bring violence, you meet violence, in some sense of it. And one is wondering, what exactly are we pushing for at this time? What exactly are we trying to achieve with the perspectives that we're putting up? I'd like to listen to you. I've got about 3 minutes before the next break of point this very morning, but I can take your calls on. Yes, I can.
This is Morning Crossfire.
07009510000. Okay, that's 07009510000. You can also join in on the other line. That's on 08095974869. On WhatsApp, it's 08099930137. It's the current affairs segment of the show. So much going on across the country, and people are saying things and are urging in and are getting edgy before the elections. Your viewpoints. Let's take you on. Good morning to you. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Oh, yes, welcome.
Emily.
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, thank you. My name is Jude.
All right, Jude.
Yes, I think, you see, one problem we have in Nigeria is insincerity. You understand?
Yes, I'm with you.
Especially on the part of government. It baffles me when the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria comes out to tell Nigerians that we have a foreign invaders, that the terrorists that have invaded Nigeria are foreigners. Now, I agree with him because he made that comment some years ago, even when Trump was the president of America.
Mm-hmm.
The same president arrested through the military, arrested some terrorists, and he integrated them into the Nigerian military.
Those claims have not been verified. The best we've heard, those claims have not been verified that they were integrated into the military. No, my brother, they were never verified by the army.
No, listen to me.
No, the army never agreed to that. They never agreed to say that they were integrated into the army. They denied it completely and said that news is false.
Well, I don't know what it meant by that. But I have read it several times that many of them are into the Nigerian military.
You read it, but the military said they never enlisted them.
No, well, the problem is I think we just have to be sincere in whatever we are doing. Because those people you arrested and they didn't release. I think about 3 weeks ago, I read somewhere they said that the chief of defense staff, released about 315 repentant terrorists and returned them to their local government areas. What came to my mind, which local government area did they return them to? Since they claim that those criminals, those terrorists were foreigners, which local government area did Nigerian military return them to?
Beautiful question.
See why we are toying with insecurity, we are toying with our lives. Those people you released could be one of those people, maybe a soldier standing by the roadside could be one of those terrorists that was released. Or even the police. Because Nigerian military have never been able to arrest anybody for impersonation.
No, that's not true. That's not accurate. They have arrested few people for impersonation. That's not accurate. Not anybody. Maybe not as much as you want, but not anybody. They have arrested people for impersonation. They have. I assure you. I've seen pictures. I've seen videos of those arrests.
And attacked some villages and killed some people, and I've never been arrested. So automatically that proved that most of these people that were doing this are from the Nigerian military.
All right. Interesting viewpoint.
They have been arrested and persecuted, and the whole world will know that these people were impersonated and impersonators and not really from the Nigerian military.
All right.
Because
Interesting. I'm going to break it off with you. Thank you so much. But he has made a very brilliant point. When you do, say, repent at Boko Haram and you say they're foreign invaders are released back into their local government, which local government? That's my question. I'll take that up after the break.
Informative, exciting, and stimulating talk. Nigeria Info, your number one for talk. Let's talk.
Nothing breaks the news like the news. Trust me, I can prove it. I do it every morning on Morning Crossfire from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. on Nigeria Info 95.1, and I'm Femi D. Amede. Join the biggest conversation around the national politics every day in a way that is trustworthy, full of passion, and yes, covers the biggest politics and the stories that matter to you. See, you have all the reasons to find out what's going on in Nigeria and be engaged differently. Let's talk. That's the way to go, even this morning.
This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
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 This is Nigeria Info.
Hello, my name is Kimberly Nwachukwu. I'm the host of Hard Facts, and I bring you the biggest stories driving conversation every weekday here on 95.1 Nigeria Info Hard Fact Show. I love to get your opinion and conjectures, but the facts you cannot dispute here on Hard Facts. Join me and let's talk.
Scholar before the break said something very important, and it's right. It says, well, if repentant Boko Haram or terrorists have been released and sent back into the various local governments, and yet on one part of the conversation is believed they're foreigners, which local government have they been sent into? That was his question, and it's intelligent enough, because I was saying some of them are people from the country. Are you saying that some of them are outside or from outside of the country? And that's where the very, very confusing question sometimes lies when it comes to issue of insecurity. Meanwhile, the build-up to elections is creating all kinds of tense situations. Those who disagree with their party, they're disagreeing. The EU also, by the way, is of the opinion, right, if you do it right, it will go right. If you do it wrong, well, it will not be done clearly right. I'd like to take a good listen, just a very quick listen to what was said by the EU with regards to the elections and, the days to come. What to expect in the sense of it. In every way you think about it, you know for sure that there is more to come from this. Here's what the EU expressed as their concern around Nigerian elections that are coming up soon enough in Nigeria. I don't know. Here's Barry Andrews, the chief observer from EU. Take a listen to a part of what he said about this.
This is Morning Crossfire.
So we think we're extremely prepared. As to the number of observers, as I mentioned before, we deployed 40 long-term observers yesterday in 20 teams of 2, and they will be joined by locally recruited short-term observers. And so we will have 100 observers when it comes to election day itself. But this is a process that goes way beyond election day itself. We look at all of the aspects and the challenges that are characteristic to this particular election. As to interference, it is absolutely against all of the principles of our methodology that we would in any way interfere politically with the election debate that is going on. That is absolutely a matter for the political parties and for Nigerian citizens. Our job here is to assess the robustness of the election process itself, to make sure that it is inclusive to the greatest extent possible, that all the technology is as transparent as possible, and that we can, in the end, make a conclusion as to the credibility of the election.
This is Morning Crossfire.
There you have it, the perspective of EU to these elections. Let's go back to the phone lines and also to the WhatsApp messages we have written in around this. Somebody writing here says, no money. People stranded in Gwagwalada First Bank. Okechukwu from Gwags still rested in. Dyer from Lugbe says, on the issue of Wike threatening the PDP and the presidential candidate, it's quite unfortunate. PDP have moved on beyond Wike. If he likes, he should announce anybody as his preferred candidate. Nobody cares. Also, Femi, this APC-led government should not say much anymore. They promised to turn Nigeria's sponsors of terrorists till date. No name or group has been mentioned. Just waiting for their time to elapse. Let them pack their bag and go. Babs Kuta had that written in. Great Chukwemeka says, I call on the government of Nigeria to begin to curb all those Agbero in Lagos and all those hoodlums in Lagos, all those criminals that have all been paid by some evil politicians. The statement that's made by from Buhari is not sensitive with the past statements compared to the past statements of 2014-15. What he's saying now is an insult to innocent people of Nigeria. That's his perspective to this. Thanks. Oh, that didn't stay true. Okay, let's take more calls. Good morning, Chair.
Good morning, Femi.
I'm glad you joined in.
Yes, my name is Lawrence.
Welcome.
I'm calling from Abuja. Yes. I want to quickly react to the statement by the president that the foreign invaders are the ones who have unleashed insecurity and mayhem on Nigerians. Okay, somebody called earlier on. We have had instances where, or situations where the government had repentant terrorists. They gave them priestly treatment, even sent allegedly, sent some of them abroad for training and reintegrated them into the society. So you do that to foreigners. Okay, when Sunday Igboho was waging war against people who were killing his people in Eastern and Western Nigeria, why was the government so bitter about Igboho? If clearly the invaders or the killers or the murderers are foreigners. So just as somebody commented in that you just read, it is an insult to Nigerians that the president will say that people who have been invading, killing Nigerians, raping our women and children are foreigners. And then you as the chief, that is the commander-in-chief of the armed forces and president, stood by, watched when all these things happened in 8 years. And you did not do anything. People suffered. It's in terms of, that is, there's no need, let me just summarize. The truth of the matter is that the president of Nigeria is a liar. Thank you very much.
I don't think so. That's not a proper way to talk. Okay, get yourself together. You know we don't insult on Nigeria Info. You may not believe him. It may not be truthful, but that's not the way to talk. Okay, please don't do that again. Good morning to you.
Thank you, Femi D. Thank you, Femi D. And I apologize for the last caller. On behalf of the last caller, my name is Salas.
Welcome.
I want to talk about Nigeria may lose foreign assets due to the loan being collected by the Nigerian government. You remember, I always talk of the late Tanzanian president, late John Magufuli. When China happened to offer them $10 billion loan, he asked them, what do they want as a collateral? You know what they tell the China? The China told them, they say they want their state capital airport of Dar es Salaam to be as a collateral for 99 years. Let John Magufuli say he doesn't want that loan. And from now onwards, he asked the Tanzanian not to travel for medical trips, not to travel for foreign trips, not to do everything. He said they should remain in Tanzania and do everything in Tanzania. We, in this country, we have been collecting foreign loans, and we don't really know the collateral law. We still have to begin to learn some foreign language, or else they may come and take not even foreign assets or even some assets in our country because we have been collecting loans. We don't know the collateral. Then come to the issue of Boko Haram. The foreign missions from foreign countries are behind insecurity in Nigeria. Then we have been releasing them. We have been uniting them with the family. And I want to say something. They should do something about Leah Sharibu and the burning Yahudi girls that they are being in the hands of these terrorists. Please, I'm begging you, Baba Buhari, please do that for us. Thank you, and God bless Nigeria Info.
All right. Thank you so much, and thanks for your call as well, Selassie, and happy birthday once again. Good morning to you.
Good morning, World Class Dr. Femi D. Batifada Obakar Ali is my name, calling from PW Kubwa. Honestly, that comment coming from Governor Wike is disturbing. I don't know why our political gladiators like to overheat the political temperature unnecessarily. Honestly, at this juncture and with the tense political atmosphere in the country at the moment, we don't want those kind of comment coming from them. Please and please. And we, the followers, if our leaders want to lead us to any deep hole, we should allow them to fall in the deep hole. We should not follow them. Nigeria will rise again, whether anybody like it or not. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Batifada Abubakar, for your comments this morning. Welcome to the show.
Hello, good morning, Dr. Femi D. Amale.
Yes, welcome. How are you today?
How are you? How are you, loved ones?
Good.
Abubakar from Gwagwalada. Good morning, Batifada Abubakar. Good morning. Selassie, the birthday celebrant. Prosperity, long life. Many happy returns. Dr. Femi D. Amale, you do me a favor this morning.
Oh, okay.
Play The Man of the Year by Ricardo Banks for Selassie.
What did you call the song again? The song?
A Man of the Year.
Man of the Year.
Yes, by Ricardo Banks
for
Selassie.
Okay, I'll do the best I can.
God bless you. Thank you. That is my contribution.
All right then. Okay, interesting. Song request or money crossfire. Oh, things are happening. Things are happening. Oh, sorry. Good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, Femi D.
Good morning. How are you today?
My name is KD. I joined Abubakar to request for that song for Salasi. Please play it for us.
Wow. Suddenly you people are choosing song on Money Crossfire. Oh, Money Crossfire. All right. No.
Drink water, have cool water, and enjoy your life.
Hey.
You see, Femi D.
Yes, sir.
Just as Batify Abubakar said, frankly speaking, the statement coming from our politicians is unbecoming. It's unfortunate, particularly Wike, who is a governor. Somebody holding the position of governor to be talking the way he talked. He ended it by saying that if you see armed robber attacking them, don't cry. What is the meaning of that?
Yep.
Doesn't mean he was going to send armed robber, against people who are not agreeing with him? It's very unfortunate. Like, we all know that for the past 6 months, he has been crying from pole to pole. PDP has already moved on. Why can't he move on too? If you want to declare your own candidate, go ahead and declare. Everybody has a right to choose whoever you want. You have a right to choose whoever candidate you want. Go ahead and do it and allow Nigerians to rest. Give us peace, my brother. This is for the governor to be talking like this, frankly speaking. We thank God that this man didn't get the position of presidency or even the
vice president.
If not, he would have been in trouble. It's a blessing in disguise.
All right.
I mean, Wike should check himself.
Check himself. Thank you so much for your time. I'm looking out for the comments that are coming in on Facebook this very morning. It's a delight to take your comments on the YouTube stream. Go on there at Nigeria Info Abuja. There you have it, okay? Yes, good morning to you.
Hello, Femi.
Good morning. How are you today?
Very well. How are you doing today?
Welcome.
This is William from the line.
Oh, it's so good to talk to you. Welcome.
It's been long talk to you as well.
Yes.
Up to you, if I would say so. Femi, this is an interesting time of finding ourselves. I think our leaders should be more cautious about their words, about their statements. We should be able to look at what the kind of we look at. Yep. Let me call you. Okay.
Oh, there. Okay, not too sure. I hope you're safe. Those voices sound like people who know you from BK's village. I'm just saying.
Good morning, finally. Morning Crossfire. Good morning, Femi.
Good morning. How are you today?
My first time caller.
Are you serious? Where have you been?
As I said, finally, I'm here. Good morning.
Finally, it's good to talk to you. What's your name?
Okay, my name is Dale. Good morning, Femi.
Joel.
Dale, D-E-L.
D-E-L. Oh, you sound like a Dale. Your voice is soft. Your voice is soft. Your name is soft. Soft people. You have new Naranu Tabi.
Thank you so very much, Dr. Femi D. Quickly, I was going to comment about what our president said, that foreign invaders are the one disturbing Nigeria. It's quite, it's quite sad that our president could say that. I can remember what President Barry said when he was inaugurated. He actually threw some shades at Jonathan when he said he was going to bring the head of security to Abuja, or to Maiduguri rather. I think he said something like that he was going to, cop security, he was going to fight Boko Haram, he was going to make sure that Nigeria is safe.
Okay.
And now that, he has just few months to leave that post as the president of Nigeria, he's now saying foreigners are the ones invading Nigeria. That's so sad. That's so sad. And like someone said, I think he has disrespected us as citizens of this country. We deserve an apology. Also concerning Governor Wike, I don't know. I don't want to say I want to be careful with my words so I don't get banned on your show. But that was also very, very insensitive. I don't know if that's right. I don't know if that's right, but we should just watch it. Elections are coming, few weeks to election. We need our leaders to be sensitive to the moment. People are queuing for money. People are queuing for filling station. People are standing on the road before they could get vehicle. So many things are not just right in this country at the moment. And it's only God that can help us.
Yeah.
I wish our leaders all the best. May the best man win.
Dale, before you go, come and give me small gap tooth. I got you. All right, thanks, Dale. Say hello to your family, okay? It's good to talk to you. Please try again. I would love to talk to you over and over again. All right. Okay. Okay, sis.
I know so many of us have been talking about Governor Wike, what he's saying, his utterances. And let me just remind them that there is an action before reaction.
Mm-hmm.
There is an action before reaction. Femi, when I push you, understand me, the way you react, pushing me back, will not be the same thing that I pushed you. So people should mind how they talk about Governor Wike. Governor Wike simply handle PDP till this time. He will be angry. He financed PDP. PDP would have been a bad party for a long time. So let them respect that man. Let them respect him.
Okay. It should be expelled from the PDP.
Governor Wike handling, people handle PDP, finance PDP from his own pocket. Till now, where was that was in the mind? Why did PDP is dying? And action before reaction. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Action before reaction. Is that the situation here? Good morning to you.
Yeah, hi, good morning to you. My name is Femi D.
Oh, that's definitely not you. I don't sound like that.
Are you sure?
I'm very sure. I don't sound like that, my brother.
No. You have to turn down the volume of your brakes. Anybody home?
Anybody home? Oh, okay, you're almost there. Don't John,
you actually caught my attention a few minutes or an hour ago.
Yeah.
You made mention about a forum where you have callers who come to the studio.
Yes, that would happen that would happen in week 2 of February. So we're looking forward to hosting a few callers in the studio.
I would want you to book a space for me. I would be eager to come to the studio and
have you wait, let me ask you, what's your name? Let me ask you, what's your name? Israel. Are you sure you can debate with people like Mary, Tara, Abubakar, Baptified, Salasi? Do you have power like them? I'm just asking for a friend, though.
See, I just imagine I want to be in the studio with you, so I would like to fool some people to, make them think I'm you and me, and then let's see if I can really mind you. But you did try, Sean.
I'm doing my best. I am.
I can't keep up. See, about Wike match line. I'm a Wike supporter.
Okay.
I never supported what the party has done to him. Not to say he's justified, like someone just said, by funding PDP with state resources, obviously, because it's never his money. But you see this particular one, Wike match line. And for our dear, wonderful President Muhammad Buhari, I want to thank him very much for I'm actually going to be very satirical of it. So, very intelligent. I want to thank Muhammadu Buhari for a very wonderful service to Nigeria, for securing our borders, for not allowing foreign invaders and even people who are agitating and making the country very, very peaceful. And it goes so much to say what he actually wanted to do, and he has actually done the change. And we are so grateful for him. But please, statements like this should just be left for never.
For never.
Actually. Not worthy. They're not worthy to come up and tell us what we know, the obvious. I'll leave it here.
All right, Israel. Thank you for your time and your call.
Yeah, I hope you book a seat for me.
Oh, I will try. I'll see if there's space for you. Thanks for your call. I'm grateful to you, Israel. All right. Keeping up with messages now. Joe Gochuku Cyril says, good morning, Doc Femi D. Keep doing the great work. This great Batified Abubakar, I salute his political ideas and composition. Great job, Femi D. Joel from Garki did write that in. Oh my God. I'm seeing you live here, Doc Femi D. Ha! Just help me tell Wike and his G5 that Nigerians have moved on. He had a great cause, but he has overstretched it. That's from Joel writing that in live on Facebook. Okay, who else joins in now? Olad Wisdom says, wow, amazing. This is nice. He's writing in on YouTube. And then Atume Unsu. I know how to pronounce this name. Unsu. Do you know why? I have a friend from Benue. We served together, how many years ago now? Oh, no. over a decade, years ago. He taught me how to pronounce this name, Su. It says, good morning, Nigeria Info. Okay, thanks for that. I've got a few minutes to dash off. Let me see. Hi, Abubakar knows Ricardo Banks. Wow, woo, happy birthday to Selassie. And guess who's writing that in? It's Inya Ode, who did write that in. She said, Abubakar knows Ricardo Banks. Wow, woo. Happy birthday to Selassie. And talking about Ricardo Banks, I think it's time for me to just play this song in one piece. But even me, I'm surprised that Abubakar knows Ricardo Banks. Hey, this thing, it shocked me. Well, let's leave the show at that this very morning, okay? Let me round off by making sure I play the Ricardo Banks song, Man of the Year, as requested by the friends of Selassie, to say happy birthday to him this very morning. Happy birthday, Selassie. I don't know. I think Afisi should be reaching out to you later today during the course of his show. If he should be able to talk to you and just, steer you on, and people wish you birthdays, celebration and the likes of that. Okay. And that's it for me for now. Thanks so much. I'm back tomorrow. Tomorrow is Wednesday, right? Yes, it is. Okay, so we'll be back tomorrow. It's going to be the first day of the shortest month of the year, February. It's also about the most important month in the last 4 years that people have experienced politically, because the elections are coming up. And please, I ask of you, don't miss out on our coverage of the elections on D-Day. That's February 25, and also the build-up for it, okay? I'm experiencing all kinds of symptoms of fireworks in me, as I just can't imagine how the fire chat will be. The fire chat, by the way, is a situation where we'll find up to 5, I think. It should be up to 5 people who would come and debate. We hope that their political views are in contrast to each other, and they will debate. We'll throw a subject in and say, what do you think of this candidate, of the candidate's view on economy? They will throw it up, and they catch it and the viewpoint and debate themselves. We'll give them rules and regulations. You guys will be the judge of this. Who says a debate, presidential debate, cannot be a listener's debate? We would love to experience all the fireworks that we usually hear via the telephone lines, the WhatsApp, and all kinds of places live. You'll be able to watch on YouTube. Trust me, it's going to be an exciting time. Even just talking about it is exciting. I can see people leaving the microphone to stand up to explain themselves better. That's my imagination, and I have a very vivid one. Thanks for always joining in, and thanks for a good time. Here's one song from Ricardo Banks, Man of the Year, playing next, right here on Nigeria Info for Selassie, the birthday man. We cannot call you birthday boy, the birthday man. Anybody else new Naira notes, respect him, respect her. He or she is a full-blooded Nigerian. Na new Naira notes, you're not our mate.
A great talk show unravels your thinking, makes you stop to listen, engages you in a debate of opinions.
I believe this man knows what he is doing. He is a Nigerian.
Nothing breaks the news like the news. Trust me, I can prove it. I do it every morning on Morning Crossfire from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. on Nigeria Info 95.1, and I'm Femi D. Join the biggest conversation around the national politics every day in a way that is trustworthy, full of passion, and yes, covers the biggest politics and the stories that matter to you. See, you have all the reasons to find out what's going on in Nigeria and be engaged differently. Let's talk. That's the way to go, even this morning.